real quick, man, I just wanted to thank y'all again for staying loyal to your boy, checking out my videos, man. Y'all been going crazy with the support as usual, man. Here go another banger. I got something for y'all, man. Really help y'all with these shooting badges because they keep changing it up on us. It's crazy. Every time you think you got it down, here they go with an update, man. And some of these updates be stupid. Like, it's aggravating. They update for 10 gigs just to put a statue in the middle of the park. Like, what is that, Jack? But anyway, I just wanted to again thank y'all. If y'all want to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out the whole video. I would really appreciate it. But let's get into the video. Yo, it's your boy Stokesthegoat here, back with another hit. And today we're finna go over exactly what badges you need to hit from 1 badge all the way to 30, because it changed up. I have a video up, man, but 2K, when those updates hit, people don't realize it, but some of these badges, the effectiveness of them, they go from perfect to that ain't working no more. So today I'm finna help y'all out. If you haven't, make sure you hit that like on this video and watch the whole video. Don't skip through, because if you skip through, you're gonna miss something. And at the end, I'm gonna throw y'all some tips too, because there's a lot of tips that you need to know besides badges. Badges are one of the biggest things in me, but there's also some tips that you need to know to go with it that'll actually help you in never missing a shot. And just like y'all saw from the beginning, I shoot. Man, there's games where I don't miss. There's games where I only miss 1. There's games where I might have to score 70 because, put that team on your back, So it's definitely good to be able to be the shooter, and you got to be ready when you're ready. All right, so of course, we're going to start with 1 badge. Now, I feel like if you have 1 badge, you're probably not a shooter anyway, and you should put on something along the lines of ice and veins or something like that. But of course, we're not here for that. We're here for only if you're trying to shoot the most you can get out of your shooting. So we're gonna start with 1 badge. You definitely need range extender. Range extender, honestly, let's knock it out. The first 3, if you have 1 badge, range extender. If you have 2 badges, range extender. If you have 3 badges shooting, range extender. What that does is, it doesn't matter where you shoot from. If you don't have range extender at all, especially if you're grinding out new badges, you want to try to have range extender on, because you can't shoot from anywhere if you don't have range extender. And I didn't think it was that simple. I'm like, oh, well, if you have corner specialist, you're in the corner. Yeah, you're in the corner, but you have no range on your shot. And this is how I grinded my badges. I've grinded 30 shooting badges in 2 days. I was thinking about being the badge plug. Shoot, I gets it done. But if you got 3, range extender. If you have 4, what I like to do is go range extender and catch and shoot, because 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna be that guy that's like sitting in the corner, and if you can catch the ball and shoot it right away with the range extender, you're probably gonna make it. Corner specialist is more if you have a lot of badges. So 4, catch and shoot. Now if you have 5, then you can put on corner specialist, because what happens with that is now you can sit in the corner and get that boost from catching and shooting in the corner, and you can kind of see how that makes sense. So that's definitely there. If you have another badge, you want to go flexible. Flexible is definitely the next badge you want to have, because of course you don't have the best shooting. Of course, if you have 6 badges, like, let's add it up here. You still will be able to. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you pull a little midi, go to the corner, fade. Flexible kicks in on fades. It kicks in on your difficult shots, on your mistime shots. It's always good. But corner specialist is more important than flexible. But for the people that do this with 5 badges, you're gonna miss still, because you don't get that boost from the corner. You want to go here. Now with your next badge, you want to go, and this is a crazy one. Most people try to go difficult shots because, if you have a small amount and you're pulling middies, you're pulling difficult shots, and that's not it at all. You actually want to try to boost your catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. That, to me, is one of the best, best options you can have. The next thing you want to do is go hot zone hunter. Hot zone hunter. And as a matter of fact, you can actually go hot zone hunter here. and that's 7 badges. So you want to go hot zone hunter. Now, if you have all this filled out, that's 7 badges. Now, if you have 8 badges, you probably want to shoot a good amount, not a lot, but a good amount. So you probably want to go volume. And the reason I say volume is because you're probably either the ball handler if you have this amount and you dribble and you're a slasher and you're probably going to shoot, or you're probably going to be like the corner guy, and if they need you, you want to be able to hit that. Now, the thing with volume is it's kind of iffy, because if you're not shooting a lot, not a lot, but if you're not shooting in a consistent amount, then you have to reset your volume shooter. So if you know you're not going to see that ball a lot, then you probably want to go hot start. And I know it's an iffy badge, but hot start, if you know how to time your shot well, it gives you a boost and you'll keep hitting them. I wasn't a believer in hot start, because I mean, for me personally, at first, because like I said, I'm a shooter now, but man, it was ugly at the beginning of the game. And if you're going to miss, you were going to miss. But you know, once you get that badge set up, or I feel like you can go slippery. As a matter of fact, this is what I encourage y'all to do. Go slippery with your 8th badge. With your 9th badge, now if you got 9 badges, you're going to be a pretty consistent shooter. So we're going to go volume. Because we just explained volume. And see how they're everywhere, because what 2K doesn't tell you is, it doesn't matter how high it is, as long as you don't have as long as there's a badge there to activate, it allows you to use it. Like, for example, if you're shooting from the corner, as long as it's on bronze, or if you're catching and shooting, as long as it's on bronze, you get a boost. You know, so you want to at least have it on bronze. That's why a lot of people just be putting stuff in the Hall of Fame. Nah, that's crazy. Like, because you need to have stuff spaced out to activate for different reasons. And of course, you know, you want to get the most out of your game. Alright, for the 10th badge, you want to start boosting as much as you can hot zone hunter. So we're talking, we're gonna go here, and you don't get Hall of Fame until around like what, 16 badges. So we're gonna 10, 12, yeah. So we're gonna go with that up to gold. And the reason is, anywhere what you want to do honestly is get into my career and get your hot zones, because if you don't go to my career and get hot, it only takes 2 games. Just go in there, shoot a lot, make sure you take open good shots, you know, in all your areas that you know you're going to shoot from. Like, I usually start off from the 3-point line and just go to the corners and just get my hot zones in there. It's only 8 shots that you have to make, and you have hot zones. And then when you go in the rec, they actually transfer over from my career to rec. So now you got hot zones and you're getting a boost on top of being in the corner, catching, shooting, hot zone hunter, and flexible release. And then when they trust you, then you're going to get more of those corner shots. You know? All right, with your next badge, you definitely want to go Deadeye. You definitely want to go Deadeye. Deadeye, I wasn't a believer in Deadeye at all, right? Until I started having like a 6'3" dude, and the secret is shorter dudes need Deadeye. I had a 6'5" two-way shark, and for whatever reason, that 6'5" mark is just tall enough that you don't need it. You never see it pop up, so you think, oh, it doesn't work. Now, you're 6'3", Deadeye is your best friend. Like with Deadeye, you could just catch. You don't have to. I mean, of course, they're already in your face. Don't shoot it. That's, you know, steady shooter. But I do not encourage steady shooter. If y'all are fans of steady shooter, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not in this video, because it's a lot of times where if you're not open, you're probably not gonna make it. Like, people being right up on you. Like, steady shooter is one of those please badges. And during a game, you're probably gonna be open. So your best friend is kind of movement. You know, just move around, get yourself open. But steady shooter, this is not the video for you. So that's 12 badges, 13 badges. I like to put on start to boost your core badges. So 13, 14, because silver is actually really good, right? And then 15. Now, here's the fun part. When you have 16 badges, you have Hall of Fame. So that's where you want to go here. Now this badge setup right here got me through a lot with my two-way shard, man. I had 20, but like grinding them out, oh my god, once I hit this amount right here, it was over for the competition, man. Like once they see that you can shoot, it's a wrap. It is a wrap for the competition, man. Like, I mean, you can shoot from anywhere, and you have hot zones just about anywhere. And of course, with your next badge, you want to go Hall of Fame. So now you can shoot from anywhere. You got hot zones, like you know, supposed to grind right away in my career, and you greening, and you getting that boost. When they start seeing you can shoot, they're gonna start dishing it to you. 9 times out of 10, people have dimer, so you're getting another boost depending on what level it is. But you don't want to rely on that. You're gonna rely on your skill. This will help with your skill, right? So the next thing I like to do, of course, I like to go clutch. And the reason I say that is, like, if they see that you can shoot, 9 out of 10, you always want to be in a position to make that shot. You always want to be in a position. And when I say that shot, there's a shot towards the end of the game that last 2 minutes. It activates within the last 2 minutes. I know, because I definitely use it all the time. The last 2 minutes of the fourth or in any overtime, this gives you the biggest boost on bronze. Hall of Fame, anything in between bronze and Hall of Fame, I wouldn't even do it. So even with 30 badges, unless you're a legend, you don't have enough badges. Like, there's so much other things that's more important, but with it on bronze, that is one of the most important things you can have, I promise you. The next thing I like to do is I like to go here, volume, because the more you can boost. Now again, this is on the player. Like, if you know that you're not gonna get a lot of shots on your team, then you could keep it on bronze and go here, right? Because those are your core badges. You're catching and you're in the corner. And matter of fact, you can go here, because I don't really do corner specialists too high as it is. So catch and shoot Hall of Fame, range in Hall of Fame, hot zone Hall of Fame. Okay. Your next badge you want to start, because at this point, if you got Hall of Fame badges in these spots, you're probably the shooter. So in this scenario, you would go here, just like this. As a matter of fact, if you're the shooter, you probably want to go Deadeye Hall of Fame, right? Because now you're not in the corner. You're probably moving around, catching and shooting in different places, and you have hot zones everywhere. So when they're running to you, Deadeye is activating all in your face. I'm not gonna lie to you, the next 4 badges, because you're at 20, you want to go Green Machine. And I wasn't a big fan of Green Machine. Anybody can tell you, I was like, Green Machine sucks, man. But after, I don't know which patch, maybe the last patch or the patch before, Green Machine started activating. You hit that shot, you see Green Machine. The next one, it's over. Don't let them, because if you hit 2 greens in a row, the way this works, if you hit a green, it says Green Machine, but you don't have it activated yet. You have to hit another one. So this is you knowing your jump shot. And that's a big component. You have to know your jump shot. So Green Machine, you green twice, you're gonna green, and then it's Deadeye is gonna keep you green, because like, oh yeah, they're running up to you, but it doesn't affect you. That boost that they have from it completely kills Hall of Fame Intimidator with them jumping at you. So then you study greening, man. Like I said, hey, I saw the screenshots from the beginning. I get off and I see it pop up all the time. All right, so the next 4 badges, the next 4, because at this point you're at 20, or the next 3 badges, I go here, right? And the reason I say that, if you have this amount of badges, then you're the shooter. You're probably the catch and shoot guy. You're probably the point guard. You're getting a lot of shots. So with it on Hall of Fame, I mean, you're there and you ball it. I mean, you're the dude. Now, if you have 30 shooting badges, people think, oh, if you have 30 shooting badges, you just hitting anyways because you have a 99 3 ball. This game will still make you miss. So you need as big of a boost you can to keep your rating up, because if you miss a shot, what people don't know is it takes your shooting percentage down, right? It takes your shooting percentage down. So with that being said, what you want to start off with is Hot Start Hall of Fame. And I know it's like Hall of Fame, especially in a rec game. In a rec game, it's like, man, if I miss a shot in the first quarter, but listen, you start off, you take a good shot. Don't just let them say, oh, just throw it up. No, bro. That's not what you should be doing anyways. If you don't have it, pass it. Everybody hates the guy that just gets it and just shoots it. That's crazy. You deserve to lose your hot start. But or throwing those full court shots, you don't need to do that, man. Pass to somebody else, let them throw it. Hot start gives you that boost, which lets you green twice. You're going to green. Once you make a little midi, then that's going to green up a 3 or another midi if you want to. Boom. Or if you're not a big component of it, which again, this is what I use, so I know this works. And the reason I took off clutch to explain that, if you got 30 shooting matches, you have a 99 3 ball, you got green machine activated, you got volume, you've been shooting all game, you definitely are going to hit that shot in the third quarter or the fourth quarter. Trust me, you're going to hit it. I don't like Tireless. I like Gatorade more, because Tireless, for some reason, it could just be me. It could just be a placebo effect where I think this is happening. But every time I use Tireless, man, I promise you I start missing. It's crazy. I start missing, because I used to be like, okay, well, hot start, but then I just put on Tireless. It works in my career, because my career is like what a badge should do, but rec is a totally different animal. So I go hot start, and this is my shooting badge set up to the T. If you have 30, and I gave everything going, from 1 to 30, but these are the badge setups I would use. Now, for those helpful tips that I was letting y'all know, if you are in the rec, man, get on the mic, let them know, hey man, good passing, and pass it so that the ball's moving. The best way to set up a shot is not dribbling. This is a stamina-based game. I do this to people all the time. They want to dribble, so you give them a little space and you step back to them. They don't have, even with Zens, this is how you kill Zens. You just kind of step up to them, don't give them space, they won't hit it, and by the time they actually get an open shot, they're so tired, they break. And they're like, why am I breaking? This is a stamina-based game. You cannot just dribble your way into an open shot unless you cross somebody early and get there. Of course, you got all your stamina. Don't change your jump shot is my next one. Just go inside your little apartment or make a pro-am team. I would say make a pro-am team and just go inside a pro-am and shoot around. It feels more like rec. And just shoot around. Get used to your jump shot before you go in there. I know it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. But if you want to be a shooter, because it'll stick. After a certain while, you've done it a couple days, a week. And now you know your jump shot like the back of your hand. You can just wake up, roll over, play on 2K, and just start pressing square. And you green all your shots. Sometimes, my next tip is sometimes with Takeover and Dimer, you feel like, oh, it's making my shot worse. But really what it is, they speed up your shot. If somebody has because every boost, going up, boosts your shot speed. So if somebody's hitting you a Hall of Fame Dimer, is actually speeding up your jump shot. You just got to get used to them passing it to you. Like, if somebody's been passing to you and they don't have it, and then they pass it and you brick, it's probably the Dimer that's doing it. So if you're playing with a team, y'all need to kind of run some practice games and see how that feels, in between both, and y'all can decide between it. It's a really helpful tip for the shooters. And I went through it a lot. Every time I activated take, that first shot would brick. I would be 9. Y'all see a lot of games where I was 7 for 8. It was because I activated my takeover and they gave me a pass and I'm wide open and they're green, and then I missed, and it's what? So I found out it was that. And you'll be fine if you miss further in the game because you have hot start, because at that point green machine's already kicked in. So on hot start is really just to get your green machine going, and if you can keep going and keep hot start through the game, even better. Because then you don't even have to time it, you're just pressing square, man. I've missed time some crazy shots wide open with hot start and green machine and volume all activated wide open, and they just be greening. They just be going in. They don't green because I mistimed them, but it goes in, and flexible is just enough. Let me explain why I didn't put flexible on Hall of Fame. Flexible on Hall of Fame is actually a deterrent of greening. If you have this on Hall of Fame, I don't know, maybe it's designed to be like, okay, well, you can't shoot. Even though you're timing it well, it'll sit right in the middle, but it'll still brick. Not brick, but it'll still white. Or sometimes it bricks up with me. But I'm not a fan of it. I would go, especially if you're at this point, like, no, we're gonna go bronze. With any type of level, it just takes away your greens. And especially if it's like green or miss with those lower badge levels, you definitely want to have flexible on bronze, no matter what the tier. And last but not least, if this game, honestly, if you're not at least like a 77, 78, I'm a component of 80. I love to say 80 overall, because if you're an 80 overall, you can hit consistent. 2K Labs even said it, you know, but I like to do my own research. I play this game a lot, so I do my own research, and 80 overall definitely is the overall where you can hit consistent all the way through the game. You can hit your shots. And with the badge setup, the right badge setup, and knowing your jump shot, you can make every shot. But all that 75 and under stuff and coming in and trying to shoot most of the shots, man, you're gonna have a lot of people mad at you, because 2K just won't let you make it. You can know your shot, you got the right badge set up, but just 75 and under and trying to shoot 20 shots and not passing it and just, you know, trying to do your own thing. Because even with you passing it, sometimes you'll make a lot of shots that low, but just trying to do your own thing, man, you're gonna break a lot. And, you know, that's my tips. If it helped you, let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what else y'all want to see. If y'all want to see the best setup for finishing, the best setup for defensive, the best setup for playmaking, let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying this, if you know, just here, if you didn't like it, comment, let me know, man. Make sure y'all watch the whole video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see y'all on the next video, man. Peace.